Have you ever stood in front of the microwave looking at your watch or tapping your feet because your food needed another whole 27 seconds? I'm Jan Roberts from South Africa, and following on in my self-care series, this is number 37, and we're talking about patience, and patience is a virtue. Now, I have some news for you if you do that. You are most impatient, which is very bad for your health. Never mind the fact that you're indulging in yet another delicious ping dinner. I don't know how many you've had that week already, but there is a series of unhealthy items on the list there. But we live and work in an impatient world that rarely slows down. We can communicate instantly with people on the other side of the world. We can research any topic in seconds on the internet, and the system and techniques that allow us to exchange information never closes or shuts down. And many of us don't either, by the way. In this age of instant food, I just talked about that, instant information and instant messages, we have developed an expectation of instant results, and unfortunately, this has created a culture of impatience. Now, in real life, sometimes it sometimes does get the better of us. You know, stuff happens, stress levels rise, patience wears thin, and we just run out of time. It does happen, but when that becomes a regular occurrence, we need to take a real good look in the mirror and ask ourselves some soul-searching questions. Have you ever cursed under your breath, of course, or in your head, not out loud, when someone in front of you drove at or just below the speed limit, which was making you late for a very important meeting or work, when in reality it had nothing to do with them at all? The reason you were late is because you did not leave home in time. Have you ever listened to someone telling you a story using more words than you care to be interested in, and that could actually be your spouse or your children? But inside you were already gone and wishing it was finished because you had more important things to do. More important than what? We are constantly in a hurry, constantly in motion, constantly trying to do more, be more, and have more. Maybe for many, these uncertain times have actually shown them that just being has real value. Just actually slowing down a bit and taking some time for what now has become, all of a sudden, much more important than all those things which seemed important before. There is real value in patience, especially in this ever faster pacing world of us. There was a quote I saw, and it said, "A man who is a master of patience is a master of everything else." That was by George Savile. Now, there are actually three aspects of patience that we can actually work to develop. Because yes, okay, we need to become more patient, but you know, how do we do that? And I'll give you a few tips just to help you along. And one of them is perseverance. You know, we must be willing to wait even when we do not see the immediate progress or results. Giving up is also something that many do. Even after the first failure, or failing forward is also something that's very important. That means that we have experiences. We have to wait it maybe a bit longer. We gain some experiences, and we move back. We move forward, better prepared. That's usually experience when we learn from our failures. The second one is acceptance. We must be willing to accept the current situation as it is, despite what we wish it to be. And I mean, we have to only look around us right now and see what is happening, and I'm sure we all wish it to be different. I mean, there's people say, "I wish we could go back to normal," and that was the normal you wish you was different then. We can never go back to normal, but we can also go forward to a better normal, and let's just hope that. And we can't just hope for that, of course. We all need to work on that. But we need to accept where we are right now, and what can we do to be better while patiently moving in that direction. We can't run in there. It's uncertain just now, but we need to accept it. First and foremost, we can fight it as much as we like. It is where it is just now. We are where we are just now. Right now is the new normal for each and every one of us, which is different for each and every one of us. And then, of course, very important, peacefulness. I even slowed down when I said it. Yeah, we actually must cultivate and practice a calm and peaceful demeanor in the face of the trials and the challenges we all live in. Calm our mind down. I mentioned before, it's an African principle of leadership. When there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. How many enemies are we having inside of our heads? How many enemies are we having outside because we have those things going on inside of our head? How much would it matter if we actually slowed down and became a little bit more patient? Things like slowing down your breathing, talking softly, giving yourself some time to think, or just going for a walk in nature will really help you to become more patient. Luckily, when we practice patience, it can rub off on the people around us. When we stay calm, we encourage the people around us to stay calm as well. So we can contribute greatly to our family or our team when we are steady and patient despite the challenges and difficult circumstances. Patience is indeed a virtue with immense value to us all. Let's all become a little bit more patient. It is for your own benefit, your own health, and also very much for the people around you. I'll see you tomorrow.